leave me be. I'm minding my own business. Maybe you should too. Back off, stranger. I'd appreciate it if you'd let me be. Bumpkin gave me 3 times what I asked for the skooma. Paid for the best night I've had in years.
Ah, you are back. Do you have the dessert? Sergeant Dupertis is waiting.
Did you find Berjac Catalan? More importantly, did you bring back any proof that he's dealing in skooma? Someone has to go to prison today. I'd rather take him than your friend here. I knew it! Thank you, Mainlander. We've been trying for months to catch Berjac Catalan with incriminating evidence, but he can smell a guard from a block away. He hides it all before we get anywhere near him. I'm true to my word. I'm after the smuggler who's bringing skooma into my town. Not some drunken fool who ends up with a vial in his pocket. But tell your friend if I see him anywhere near Moon Sugar again, I'll arrest him on the spot.
Excellent! Ulgonash has paid his debt to society. Another diplomatic triumph.
That's better. I can't thank you enough. Without your help, I'd still be under arrest. Now, what's all this about Rigert and his missing scepter? No one paid the innkeeper. I don't understand. We ate and drank quite a lot last night, but Rigert said he'd taken care of it. I would never skip out on a bill. We have to make this right. What do you need me to do? Gladly. I'll head back to my rooms and clean myself up. As soon as I can feel my fingers again, in with a coin for my share. Least I can do.
Good thing we came along when we... I can't imagine how he got himself into this situation.
Sickness came unto our shores from across the Grecian sea.
Right, that's
The
settled.
good book showed
I
the
hope
bad
you all
books
have learned
hide
your
and told
lesson.
this tale to
Don't
me.
pay the bill to shady characters in a back room.
We are in agreement. I hope this means I can have my scepter back.
Our rulers cried out that all was lost, but not
I admit it, I didn't expect to see you again. But your three friends finally came back to pay their bill. They even added a little extra for all the trouble. Unlike some people in this room, I remember to pay my debts when they're due. These three ninnies came back and paid what they owed. So here's the scepter. You should tell your friends to use more common sense in the future. Your friend Rigert happened. First, he bought the High Elf rock meth, thinking it was a taste of home for her. After that, he tried to get a sugary dessert for the orc and mistook a skooma dealer in the back room for one of my staff. The skooma dealer gave Rigert something for his friend the orc, all right. Rigert decided that settled the bill. He came back and told the others he'd taken care of it. They were both far too drunk to sort it out. Ninnies, all of them.
I am positively mortified. In all my years of diplomatic work, I have never been involved in such a scene. I would be in your debt if you could convince Rigert to never bring this up again. Look, it's embarrassing enough without you rubbing it in. We drank far too much. Rigert bought me rot meth, thinking it was a taste of home and not some nasty wood elf swill. And I downed it without even looking to see what it was. Because Rigert kept buying them. It's the first rule of diplomacy. Don't embarrass your host by refusing what they give you. But the second rule is don't make your guests drink like a wood elf pirate. Evidently, Rigert didn't know that.
I have one more favor to ask, friend. Could we try to keep this whole business just between us? I'm kind of new at this, you see. I was just appointed to the Covenant's delegation. I'm worried they'll send me home if I follow it up. I didn't even want dessert. We'd been eating and drinking all night. And since we'd been talking about cakes earlier in the evening, Rigert must have thought I had a sweet tooth. I was even surprised than the guard when he found the skooma. It wasn't my finest hour. I may have relieved myself against a building along the way. And when the guard spoke sharply to me about that, I argued back at him. You know the rest of the tale.
My bestest friend. Thanks to your help, I can commit diplomacy again. Everyone here will know that they have been diplomatized by Rigert the Brush. But I still have no idea how things got so out of hand. Everyone was so upset. Diplomacy is hard work. I bought special drinks for Tanilin, but they made her sick. I ordered dessert for Olganash and tried to pay for dinner. Olganash got arrested, and the innkeeper kept my scepter. Now, I'm even more confused. I don't know what high elves like to drink, and I'm not sure why that man gave me a bag of skooma when I wanted something for my friend Olganash. I only wanted him to have good time. I am stumbled. Did Mariset Lemater have my scepter of office? Thank you, friend. I am official large delegate again. Just think of the great diplomatic triumphs that are sure to come because you helped me. I do not have much gold left in purse, but what I have is yours. Another diplomatic success. Thank you, friends, for an unforgettable night.
It was certainly a, well, unique experience.
Agreed. It was unique. Let's all agree to never speak of it again.
something as indestructible as the Colossus of Gonfalon Bay breaks apart, it's time to think about sailing away on the next ship to, well, anywhere.
Had enough of fair breezes. I myself find this best taken in small doses. So, where are you heading? What do you want?
What do you want?
House du Fort seeks able... seeking a commission with the Honorable House du Fort? We need able hands to rid the Sisters of a menace we've endured for too long. We are prosecuting a war against the Dreadsail pirate fleet, and the Admiral ordered me to gather as many capable fighters as I can muster for a landing party. Need about a dozen, all told. You can use the dinghy there to ferry your party to the flotilla's flagship, the Loft Empyrean. Report to Purser Ashcroft, and she'll see that you're accounted for. Just that it's incredibly dangerous. Dreadsails are some of the nastiest pirates we've ever seen, and their pillaging has gotten out of control in recent months. And it's no wonder the Admiral is out for blood.
I can't believe you drank our entire stock.
Me? Where's your proof? Just because I woke up in a pile of bottles doesn't mean I'm guilty. Those could have been gotten there in any number of ways.
Hello there. Say, you look like the type who could go traipsing around dangerous areas in search of ingredients. Could I interest you in a job? There's coin in it for you, and the knowledge that you'd be bringing joy to many in Gonfalon Bay. My partner and I are purveyors and creators of fine drinks. Hilgrim does more drinking than creating, however, which got us into our current trouble. We were on the cusp of making a groundbreaking new spirit, then Hilgrim drank our entire supply. We need 3 ingredients to make another batch, and Hilgrim's in no state to get them himself. The drink requires flesh flies, a sister's passion flower, and a druid's bane mushroom. If I marked the locations on your map, would you get them for us? Here, these spots should have ingredients I mentioned. If you can gather them and bring them back, I can whip up a drink that's sure to make all the mainlanders empty out their pockets. So long as I can keep Hilgrim away from it. Hilgrim and I are always experimenting with different flavors and ingredients. Not all of them are successful, of course, but this combination in particular was exceedingly delicious. We stumbled upon something revolutionary. I'm sure of it. We've only just met, lovely stranger. I can't go giving you all our secrets just yet. Hilgrim and I have a special technique when it comes to the blending, but truthfully, we can't take all the credit. The local ingredients play a major role. The flesh fly wings add a bit of bitterness and body to the drink. The sister's passion flower gives it a lovely floral aftertaste and a lovely color. And that particular type of mushroom infuses a great deal of sweetness and heaviness to the mix. Well, you wouldn't know it by looking at him right now, but he's actually a very charming, intelligent, and passionate man. We fell in love over a bottle of Alto wine years ago, and discovered we both had a gift for concocting delicious libations. He makes me want to tear my hair out most days. But yes, we are. As much as he vexes me, he makes me laugh too. And he has incredible ideas. It was his notion to use the flesh flies to add a hint of bitterness to the drink. Just brilliant. Yes, this place brings in rich nobles by the bucketful. Or at least it used to before those delegates came around. But there are still enough gadabouts to take advantage of. People who will pay almost anything for a taste of something different.
Good luck! You're my hero.
once I fought for the Covenant. But now I know who my true enemy is. work, but questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again. Great work, but questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
Doing something with magic-y? They're messing with your head.
Lucanalda! They're back. Friends, give my lovely partner the ingredients.
Oh, you're back! Were my directions helpful? Did you manage to find everything? Please say yes. I've listened to Hilgrim belch, groan, and try to convince himself he's not the one who got us into this mess for long enough, I should think. Oh, you're amazing! You really did it! Now it's up to me to recreate our masterpiece. I hope it wasn't just a fluke, mostly for Hilgrim's sake, because I'll kill him. Here, take this as a reward. You helped us more than you can know. Give me a moment to mix up just a little to test. Here, Hilgrim, give this a try. You're already drunk.
Maybe a bit more spice.
Perfect. That'll do nicely. Well, I'd say our drink is going to be a resounding success. The gadabouts lazing about High Isle will be lining up to get a taste, and Hilgrim and I will be there to satisfy them. Once Hilgrim sleeps off this hangover, of course. Once Hilgrim gets back on his feet, we'll start making a larger batch that we can eventually sell. Then we'll take our stock to the docks, the taverns, the streets, wherever there might be thirsty, rich people looking for something delicious. Now that I'm prepared for, I'll be able to plan for it. First, there'll be no more taste testing for Hilgrim. His privileges are officially revoked. Second, I intend to hide our stock in a secure location. Third, I'll kill him if he tries it.
great work. The questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
Well, look at you. Luck follows you, I swear.
Ahoy! Got a proposition for you, mate. Could earn you a tidy share of treasure, or, better still, a place as first mate on my ship, soon as I've got one. Interested? I knew you were a savvy one when I saw you. Name's Small, not one you'll know. Yet. Got notoriety in my blood, you see. My family's been making a name on the Abetian for generations. I'm here to start carving out my place among the greats. One of my most famous ancestors vanished in Ghost Haven Bay, along with her whole ship, crew, and treasure. I aim to find her fortune. Once I've got my family treasure, then you'll get your share of the bounty, first mate or no. We have an agreement? Finding the loot might not be as easy as it sounds. A lot of ships vanished here besides my ancestors, and Ghost Haven Bay is supposed to be haunted, if that weren't obvious from the name. Let's start by searching for signs she was really here. Just stories, really. Used to be a perfect, secluded place to weigh anchor before some terrible catastrophe made it impassable by sea, trapping countless ships. Heard a dozen tales claiming to tell how, but I only put stock in what my family says. They claim my ancestors sailed with one of the biggest fleets of freebooters in the Abetian. My family thinks they came here to divide the loot after a really big raid and turned on each other. It was a battle so big it closed off the bay. My ancestor was real enough, and if her treasure's here, it might be my means to a ship of my own. I don't know about you, but I won't be finding my fortune working as a deckhand the rest of my life. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Stowed away on one of the galleys that comes through Amino Station to pick up what the prisoners bring in. I just grabbed a sack and started unloading as soon as we entered port. When I walked off into the wilderness, nobody made to stop me. I didn't think that far ahead. The way I see it, if I find my ancestors' treasure, I can probably bribe my way out. And if I don't, I've got bigger troubles. I'll sink that schooner when it comes around.
word, my friend. Now, let me seal this! It's too much! I can't hold it! It's up to you! Slay the beast! Great work. The questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
Let's ride. Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that. Amazing. I have to write Magister Iren about this.
There's a quick critter now. Catch it, would you? Excellent work. Now, to perform the ritual, stand over there, concentrate on the butterfly, and release it toward me. Butterfly spirits are notoriously difficult to understand.
Are we going to race?
But that was useful, I think. Let's continue. a fine specimen there. Grab him. All right, now just stand over there. Now then, just release the... Now then, just release the dragonfly in my direction. Concentrate on the vital energy that connects both you and it. I will perform the ritual quickly. Dragonflies are such poets. The spirit mentioned a high concentration of magicka here.
Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
Creatures you catch it. I said, as if encouraged by an...
Anything valuable in there?
Grab that little one there. That'll do. That one will do. If you... Well done, my friend. Now, help me perform the ritual. Let's speak. Well, that was enlightening. I thank you for your help. You're quick on your feet. I remember when I could snatch an errant bug from the very sky. Oh, those were the days. Ah, my mind wanders. Let us focus on the task at hand. In a sense, natural spirits do not always communicate in ways that are clear, even to druids. We are but observers of Ifra's will. Still, based on what I've learned, I've developed a theory. One that confuses me greatly. The spirits noticed an abundance of magic, both at the vents and within the volcano itself. My people are the only ones who can claim power over volcanic forces. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone want to usher a volcano along? Not forever. But now that I know the nature of the activity, I can conduct a ritual to the vents. That way they won't be a danger to anyone. At least not for a while. But to do so, I need your young legs again. How do you feel about torch bugs? The ritual requires an attuned torch bug. I always carry a few on my person. Here, Take him. Gently. I'll need you to toss the bright-bummed lad into the largest volcanic vent. It's just to the north. Don't worry, no harm will come to the torch bug. Quickly, this way!
Hey!
We're too late!
I've been
I'll
waiting
try to
try
contain
this,
it!
fella.
Reach the fissure! They'll overload it!
The vent while the torch bug to seal it.
You going to enchant something with that? Can I watch?
Well, that was invigorating. Thank you for your help. I wouldn't have been able to handle all of those creatures on my own. You are a marvel across the battlefield. You saved the day, my sprightly friend. It was. The volcanic vents have been contained, at least for now. The danger is past. The underlying mystery persists, however. Who would use magic to awaken the volcano, and why? I must ponder this. Here, your reward. I appreciate your help. You have my gratitude. Without your help, I would never have discovered how to quell the volcanic vents. Perhaps in time I will puzzle out how exactly they became active again in the first place. But for now, I am content to merely thwart disaster. I intend to determine the cause of this new volcanic activity to the best of my ability. Thanks to you, I am no longer in danger of drowning in a molten wave of Ifra's wrath. Now, I can take my time with my investigation. Were it not for the excess of magic, I would think it nothing more than an example of Ifra's uncompromising and intractable will. But there is more to this. Dread brews in my stomach like a terrible storm. Or perhaps that's just gas. Who can say?
One time, I reached into a sack like that and found a bunch of live frogs. That was a strange day. Oh, good. I didn't want to walk. This will keep you out of Emunara's fur until she gets the shield.
Tide swallow her. Traveler, may I ask a favor? I have honorably guarded Lady Gare trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. And this necromancer thinks she can cow me? I'll have none of it! Apologies. Thank you for stopping. Would you kindly douse that censer and unbind me? I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer like Emunara. To take the sacred shield without daring the Trials of Worth. But only one who passes the trials learns the words that dismiss the wards guarding the shield. If you can win the shield before the necromancer steals it, I will reward you. Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to earn Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please, pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the necromancer's binding. Yes, I'm certain you do. Only an incurious fool wouldn't seek to know more. But it may surprise you to learn that I find being bound like this deeply unpleasant. Please, collect and extinguish the censer. I will answer every question once I'm free. Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for. Now I'll gladly answer your questions. You should hold on to that censer. Already you show more virtuous character than Emunara ever will. Your compassion will go remembered. Now, enter Garrick's Rest to begin the Trials of Worth. Pass with honor, but move quickly. I cannot allow Emunara to cheat her way to the shield. As I said, 3 trials await you. Perseverance, wits, and constitution. They each test a virtue that Lady Garrick sought in those she sailed with. I will meet you before each one to explain your goal and offer guidance. After that, it's up to you. Correct. Magical wards surround the shield. After honorably completing each trial, you'll learn a phrase that dispels this protection. Emunara wanted me to tell her this phrase, but I refused. I worry about her plans to get around the wards. They began as a way to weed out those who would serve her poorly. Many aspired to sail with the great Lady Jocelyn Garrick, but she'd only accept the best. If an applicant passed each challenge while maintaining their honor, she welcomed them aboard. Before her last voyage, Lady Garrick asked me to find a new bearer for her shield if she did not return. I swore an oath to find someone worthy. That oath holds me here to this day. Only when the shield is fairly won can I rest. Lady Garrick called it her sacred shield. She claimed that a saint of Arche blessed it with his blood. While she held it, no injury could befall her. I have no reason to doubt this belief. Only when she left it behind did she die in battle. I have thought on that question for ages. At the time, my place was not to question her judgment. I keep reflecting on what she told me. If I don't return, may this preserve my memory. Perhaps she knew the voyage was doomed, no matter what. She declined to tell me. To be honest, I chose not to ask. I knew from the moment I saw Eminara that she wasn't honorable enough to deserve the shield. Strange, though. A shield blessed by the power of Arche should repel a necromancer. Lady Garrick called it her sacred shield.
I love harvesting runestones. Hey you, everything all right? Good eye. I didn't even see that moonstone at first. Neat. All right. Hurry now. Find a way to the shield hall. Who are you? Another mercenary? Another mercenary? Running a bit late, aren't you? This one has all the help she needs. They will already cost more than she budgeted for. You do appear quite exceptional, though. Perhaps Emunara could swap out one of the others for you. Ugh, by all the stars. Why must that ghost make this difficult? Emunara didn't even know he'd be here. Who sticks around after they die to give people tests? This one sympathizes. But when Amunara leaves, the shield goes with her. Amunara supposes that's fair to tell you. There's a story about Lady Garrick's famous shield. RK himself anointed it with his blood, allegedly. An ambitious young necromancer could use such an artifact. Draw out its power to become stronger. Who knows what dangers lurk in this old ruin? And Amunara refuses to deal with this trial nonsense. The mercenaries will help me break through into the shield hall. Look, be reasonable. Move on and no one will know. Now this one has work to do. It's quite exciting. Legends say Lady Garrick's shield contains the power of RK. It preserved her life as long as she held it, yes? If Amunara can absorb that power, think of the possibilities. Normally it wouldn't. RK can't stand necromancers. We blurred the line between life and death. But Amunara may have found a way to invert the divine energies in the shield. She could give her summoned death the same protection Lady Garrick enjoyed. Amunara doesn't like to talk about herself. This one is just a simple Khajiit bone raiser trying to make her way in the world. Look, Amunara just met you. Perhaps next time we can swap stories. For now, this one has a shield to acquire.
Ignore her poisonous words. Stay true to your honor.
This one's binding failed? I worked hard to make that. Say goodbye to the shield, Ghost Knight.
Quickly, enter the first trial. Welcome to your first test, the trial of perseverance. Best the foes awaiting you, and unlock the door to pass. The first exit is now unlocked. Proceed.
This one doesn't care if the Ghost Knight frightens you. Find a path
second exit is unlocked. Exit to complete the trial. You've shown great endurance, Challenger. Well done. To learn the phrase needed to win the shield, memorize the words on this tablet. Lady Garrick rose from a low-born child to become a highly respected captain in the All-Flags Navy. She knew the value of pushing past any obstacle, even when you believe all is lost. You demonstrate this same tenacity. I am impressed. Next, you will encounter the trial of wits. Sailors must know how to think on their feet. No one writes a manual for everything you encounter on the high seas. Now, move quickly. Emanara continues her destruction of the fortress to bypass the wards. Continue south out of this room and through the caves. You will find the Trial of Wits just beyond. Or, you can take the shortcut through the east wall, if heights don't scare you. Yes, I have watched them tearing down walls across the fortress. She was not exaggerating about her plans to gain the shield. The only way to honorably defeat her is to pass the trials of worth. So hurry, our time slips away. A magnificent knight, an incredible sailor. She was unrelenting, intelligent, and kind. Serving under her in the Order of the Sacred Shield, even for a millennium, would be an unsatisfying amount of time.
Why are these corridors so damn confusing?
The Trial of Wits begins here. Observe the 4 tablets around the room. In the proper order, they will light your path. A wise sailor learns from their mistakes. Try once again. impressive. The next tablet waits beyond the northern door. Read the tablet to learn the next part of the passphrase. What sorcery comes now? Brigand, unhand me!
Lower the walls, Ghost Knight.
Nay! She changed the rules. We must speak. I have not felt pain in so long. How cruel a villain who causes suffering in an innocent spirit. Before, I was defending Lady Garrick's honor. Now, mine is at stake. Since you passed the trial of wits, you may proceed. With one alteration. I previously refrained from asking you to attack Emanara. It seemed that defeating her by the trials of worth was the more honorable path. But she's bound me, torn at my home, and now summoned me like a common specter. I shall refrain no longer. Yes, but not in some plain manner. We can use Emanara's own sensor to bind her. As you carried it, the device will have reattuned for living energies. Next time we meet her, light the incense, then toss it at her. It will bind her as she trapped me. In her recklessness, Emanara buried the door to the third trial under rubble. But I know a hidden route. First, you'll need the key. I can mark on your map where to find it in the library. We'll reconvene there, after I've pulled myself together. She grasped my soul as though I were still a man of flesh, but lifted me like a child. As you saw, Emanara's patience has run out. I underestimated her. She'll raise the whole fortress for the shield. The quicker you pass the final trial, the better. During centuries of death, one finds many opportunities for study. You'll see how large the library of Garrick's Rest is. I grew curious about my nature, and did some reading. Turns out that spiritual energy manipulation is fairly simple. I won't claim to be a full-fledged necromancer, but Emanara's device looks fairly standard issue to me. The incense is energy receptive. It passively attunes to dominant existential energy nearby. Once triggered, the trap seeks similar energy. As I said, many centuries, my friend. very long time since I've been here. We hid the key under one of the rugs. Hopefully, it's still there. Found it? Excellent. The secret passage is on the top level of the gardens. I'll meet you there. Here is the secret passage. Enter, Challenger. I'll see you at the third trial. Careful in there. As you can likely deduce, I haven't used the passage in centuries. It probably has more than a few inhabitants that won't offer a warm welcome. The trial of Constitution will test your hardiness in one of the castle's old training grounds. You can expect to be assailed by dangerous traps and snares. No challenger has completed this trial since I walked among the living. Found your way. Good. Normally, I would not have allowed a challenger to use secret passageways, but Emanara's minion is the nature of this trial. It is no longer as Lady Garrick designed. So, perhaps I can allow some improvisation. Are you prepared for the next trial? You come to the trial of Constitution. How much pain can you endure, Challenger? We shall soon find out. Find a way to unlock the exit without dying. None have passed this final room since before Lady Garrick sailed. Good luck, Challenger. I'm really hoping you'll pull through. Similar to the trial of Perseverance, the door to the exit is locked, but a device exists to open it. Reaching both the device and the door is where the difficulty lies.
Amunara doesn't need to solve some stupid puzzle to find the shield, Challenger.
Curses! The door is now unlocked. The question is, can you make it there?
Oh yeah, that does good.
Well done! You actually made it through. The last tablet awaits you. We'll talk after. Finally, at long last, someone has accomplished Lady Garrick's third test. She was not a brutal woman, but she did not suffer the weak. It was this attitude that let her ascend so quickly. Now, I have met her equal. Correct. Since you passed all the trials, you learned the passphrase that will let you walk where none have walked for centuries. Just keep following these corridors until you reach the Shield Hall. I'll await you there. I am certain we'll encounter Emanara at the Shield Hall. Be prepared to use the sensor. It should have attuned itself to your unique energy by now. We'll likely only have...
Attack! Amunara commands you. Amunara will not be denied.
She's distracted. Now's your chance. Use the sensor! Get close and trap her.
What? How?
How does it feel, Necromancer? You and your dishonorable ways came close, but not close enough. Challenger, it's time for you to prove your worth. Are you ready?
Release Amunara! This one must have that shield! Amunara's own sensor? How dare you use that against her?
Although the necromancer has proven herself unworthy, I cannot yet allow you to pass. One more test of worth awaits you. A surprise to ensure you remember your lessons here. Are you ready for the test of virtue? You need to recall the virtues you learned from the tablets after each trial of worth to answer each question, starting with this one. Faced with overwhelming odds, what must the bearer of the shield demonstrate? Correct. Next question. What keeps the bearer of the shield stable and informs their choices? Correct. Final question. Through what quality will the bearer of the shield reach the pinnacle of their potential and ability? With that final and correct answer, I will dispel the wards and grant you access to the sacred shield. Congratulations, champion.
Amunara will be free eventually, Dulclaw. Then this one will exact her revenge. Remember,
Claim what is yours, champion. I remained in Garrick's Rest, far beyond the expectations of Lady Garrick. But she gave orders, and following them was my duty. I pray she knows of my loyalty, wherever she may be. The shield has a new bearer. My oath is fulfilled. I'm finally free. Thank you, champion. You did as you said you would, and claimed the shield before that necromancer stole it from its resting place. My duty is fulfilled, and I can finally rest. Indeed, champion. I confess that I was beginning to fear I'd be trapped amid these crumbling ruins forever. This day, I finally follow Lady Garrick on the greatest voyage of all. Thank you again. May you bear the sacred shield with honor. Good fortune, wherever your adventures take you. I'm sure that censor won't hold her forever. Once she's free, she'll likely be quite angry. I suggest you leave this place before that happens, champion.
remember seeing this in the travel brochure. Are you certain it's part of the tour? Looks quite dull to me.